So here I am. Well, one of the novels station. Well, here's some of their coming on location. Just leave it around my favorite. I'll say, well, then you're gonna say, alright, don't do anything in mouse, anything. You're gonna raise your front of the mirror. Mirror? You can do it this way on. Okay, this mirror, unbelievable. Great looking for a mirror. Anyway, when you see another mirror, I say the music, baby. Let it be brave. Yeah, I don't know what kind of record this is, but let's play about it. When I start talking about a spark here, occasion. Become naked, I become just kinda. Well, is it painful? What is it painful? What shouldn't be painful? I say yes, it's painful. Well, I'm looking for my body. Is it that everybody have a little bit occasion? Yeah, physical occasion. What body? What body? Everybody have some body. I was patient. We're looking for your body. Okay, let's talk about your body. What is physical? Look at the lung size station. There it is, something inside here. Lungs, heart, and all the rest has to be inside there. There must be space enough. You know. And then there was this physical. Here it's a brain case going. Look at this, what happened? Case you're doing this occasion because it's just painful, you know. Right, this is some kind of an error just going. Is it all over? Is it done? Is there something to be done? Still, I have a blue in my face. I tasted blood, you know. Occasion the sound occasion. You can find a face tasting and the sound. You put the blooding onto the yolk to the face. Yeah. That's what we have to do. Anyway, I just get it better because as a little sleep really help about it. In this you should just take a relaxed occasion. All the physical body, and now that the sick around, and all person can be heart attack in that occasion, infraction. Anyway, the physical body orientation put the brave self-limitation. So what you gonna do? Now your body itself occasion. You say paralyzed, your face a little bit just. Get over it. I was already discussing about this implication came on to myself. Now what I did there, but anyway, now as a part, can I do in a second? What I just have heavy physical workout here, all time doing an education. Looking for the time. Here it is. Education. I get education the timer here, and then I get mode chrono. So what I show 34:00. 1 was the time, 34 seconds exactly. Alright, now getting what are you doing? 35:00 the time. But it was the time how long it took me to make 100 meter in a 10 meter acceleration phase. I can do faster but anyway, I was now coming to catch. Look at it, I have still shoes in my legs, okay? I just thinking about that while letting there, gonna do some more sport. Maybe I shouldn't, maybe should I? I don't know, the fact is over the break time is here quite long, but anyway, one thing is usually fact about that I can recover maybe a couple hours, even not hours or less on one next day. I can do it again, and then next day. And so just keep yourself warm, just keep yourself all comfortable just doing whatever you're doing. And so what about the energy record? Just in case you're showing about what the running is all about. And running, it's just gonna acceleration. Interesting about the running paper. How people can run, but they're not amazing can run amazing quickly indeed. And this is one thing in case you show me annotation is that there is difference the top speed and acceleration speed. We can take about differentiation. Example, and from a standpoint, different materials. Example, you always start from a 0 speed, or what you call a stall, or comfortably for a stop. So you started for the 0 free speed for the cape and take acceleration. So what's the time example 20 meter or 100? I'm also interested about here sprinting instead of long running. I'm talking about all sprinting with something like less than half minute. Usually, the world record half minute is something like a half minute occasion. His maximum run is some 300 meters. Person are able to cover in a half minute inside. So I'm interested in all of this, especially the acceleration phase and a quick on. And it's not just a long running, I'm interested also running in a different kind of environment. So I gotta make videos about
urban running, and there's all different kind of urban running. There's all about urban running and just running on different platforms like climbing walls, which is called a parkour, but also which is including jumping using hands, fingers, body in general orientation. It was quite a danger kind of. But anyway, here it is. Myself introduce of my the latest way of education. I wanted to show now the weapon. When you have a pin, you first one thing is sure that you can run very quick some distance, like a 50 meters, and record. I want to talk about my record in a different distance. I was thinking like I'm only caring about distance up to 200 meters. So I think about what is this from a zero speed, or for a stand, for example the 100 meter is my time record is just around 11:11. So I just breaking that 11 second barrier would be amazing. It's all occasion would I have done actually maybe once. So my absolute record ever today is 10.98 in 100 meter. And one thing is for me sure that the acceleration itself is, and actually I can very quickly keeping on carry on. I can show off the way acceleration is very good. Usually properly combination with an aerobic vibration. Then I'm making immediately slow down a compression. My aerobic condition is well, it's quite a bad compared to example. I'm not a marathon runner anyway. Example, if you think about the percentage how long if there will be two different events, it's about 60 meters running. Alright, take some person like Asala Powell here. I think it was just one sprinter. 60 meter run. I think about I will be less than 5% behind him. That was a nice small gap in a 60 meter run. Maybe something like not more, however, if we give it the same condition and same day, same sprint equipment. I'm talking about the same running shoes occasion. I'm sure I would be never over 10% person. This always percentage ever slower in this distance than him. So he will be running something like a 6.3 second. Usually, the world record is this around this time. And this is 60 meters. I'm sure I will never be slower than 7.1 second. Was something like 10% always slower time. So it was something like around 7 seconds. So I could be actually amazing well bullying myself. My 60 meter record is very good in this case, and it's 6.75. Think about only 45 tenths in a slower than world record in 60 meters. Unbelievable, isn't it? That's going to show how much good accelerator I am, and also the plus example ration. And first 20 meters, I say first 10 meters, I am able to keep up the world runner sprinters. However, I will be still pretty much the last 20 meters to carry on. So if we go line of ovation, I will be maybe 1 meter behind of the best sprinters in world, and those was around 100 meters and 20 meters mark. But then in the 30 meters on any distance since that, I will be immediately back because my top speed is certainly slower than the really good sprinters. But my top speed is still very good compared to the average person, because my top speed, as I say, I'm still able to make it something like around 11 seconds. Alright, in very good condition, even a little bit under of 11 seconds, 100 meters. As I say, my record is 10.95, which means that I could beat almost any woman in the world, except maybe the best sprinters in a 100 meter run. And that's it. Just bring any woman here in the world education to me. 100 meter education from blocks out. Remember, my top speed necessary are not as good, but I am very good accelerator, and this means that this version only very few women could be able ever to be catch me in a distance something like a 50 meters. Even what they call even sprinters, because I'm so good accelerator. What is so good accelerator? So you have to prove it yourself. You are a very good accelerator. And the funny thing is that quite many other people are too very good accelerator. Sprint running. There's a couple of things about sprint running is that they should do able to maybe turn over. There's the leg speed, which we talk about. They should hold you're able to cover distance. It's the long distance. I'm one of those who specialize. It's very short time of sprinting, different urban environment, and not just running dash. You know, something kind of to get a kind of a flat kind of a terrain. But it's something like urban terrain, which can be anything. And one of the things is something like urban. When you're running those competitions, it's hard to let you use the advantage, but you have an ability to first stopping power. One of the things occasion is other sport like a football where you need to stop exercise, and therefore the sporters are not exactly able to just drive through on the soccer flag. But anyway, I was just saying what I'm very good at doing is getting stopping this and changing my velocity. It's all changing my momentum. If you have a very big mass, it's harder. So it's given advantage to be a small and slim person. The whole anticipation is stopping by the speed and just turning other direction there. That's what I'm good. I'm also good and therefore jumping some small things, and especially getting some obstacle down occasions. So getting meals and getting a very quickly snower under of the different object occasion. I'm not really good at jumping get an obstacles over because I am not tall and I'm not a good jumper, vertical jumper. It's just me giving it my occasion. I'm not a vertical jumper, as I say, and I'm not a good even horizontal jumper. If you're looking for my records at different athletics events occasion, we check about the high jumping. My record is something like a 1 meter or 60 centimeter, but it's not at all any special, any kind of qualities, and jump over to the walls of Paula. But when you put him in the set, it's like I have a much better than average already. My long jumping is 5 meters 75 centimeters. So 5 meters 75 centimeters is still not amazing good. But if you're looking for the world record, it is something like 3 meters only different away from world records. It is actually something like if you look at percentage again, if a whole slower of a percentage. As I say, my best any kind of sport in athletics is best is a 100 meter running, because I am somehow 50% away for world record my time. So if you take a world record is 9:58 currently in 100 meter running, my record 10:98 is transferred. I'm somehow 1 second 4/10 of the 1.4 seconds slower in 100 meters, and that's mean only 1 second 1.4 seconds slower in 100 records. And there is no idea any other athletics what I will put to compare to any other males, which I'm as close a percentage, which is translates something like around 10% slower in the world record. Every other distances I'm always slower more than 50%, including 200 meter. I'm slower than 50%, and my result if you count it for any kind of measures is always 50% and less. Usually it can be something like 100% even worse, or it goes like quality. Let's take it about the shot put throwing. I'm easily can choose over something like a 150%. My record is for world record. It's like a 23 meters. Somebody but choose the same weight for me. I'm able maybe something like a 5-6 meters. That would mean it would be 300% more better world record compared to my result. And then go showing that it's varies a lot different sport. I'm myself the best as a sprinter, which need very good legs turnover, very good acceleration pace. And I'm gonna try to again here break some new record, personal records occasion. Anyway, showdown. This is showdown. I'm going to show you how good you are. So different kind of sport, just guy too.